you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. If you are a first-timer, then welcome to the channel. Of course, I am Mr. Clark Griswold. Super excited to have you guys here today. Old followers, new followers, people who haven't followed me yet, but I hope you guys will. And if you do enjoy the content, give me a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. I put out tweets all the time. Okay, the videos that I send out daily setups, weekly setups, monthly setups, motivational videos, learning tools, a bunch of other stuff, okay? So give me a follow, give me a like. I appreciate it. If you don't like the videos, you feel free to give me a thumbs down, but let me know why you didn't like it. If you think there's improvements to be made, let me know what they are so I can help you guys out more, as I feel like I am here to serve you guys, okay? I want you guys to be better traders, and I want to help you do that. Okay, so this is our watch list for March 10th, Thursday, March 10th. And guys, even if you don't want to watch this as a watch list, watch it as a learning tool, okay? Because the more screen time you get, the better you will become as a trader. We need screen time. That's what we need to become better. We need practice. We need screen time, okay? So with that being said, let's get started on this stuff on our list. I'll try and rip through them so I don't take up too much of your time. Okay, you can grab a piece of paper and a pen as well. You can write the tickers down if you'd like, and the entries for where we're getting in. Okay, so first off, we've got IBM. That's International Business Machines Corporation. Had a outside bar and an inside bar. So again, for the beginners out there, the outside bars is this white candle here. Okay, you can see the red wicks on it. So an outside bar goes above and below the previous candle, and it doesn't matter the time frame. It doesn't matter if we're on a day, an hourly, 30-minute, 15-minute, 1 minute, 2 second. It doesn't matter. An outside bar is an outside bar. Okay, and then we have this inside bar, which is the exact opposite of an outside bar. We don't pass the high and we don't pass the low of the previous candle. So what this candle shows us is consolidation within the stock or the ETF or whatever you're looking at, the ticker, okay? And you can look at it as a spring in a mattress or a couch where it's just coiling down and getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's getting so tight it's just getting ready to explode to one way or the other. Okay, so when we have a 3-1, the 3 bars or the outside bars we call a 3, the inside bars we call a 1, okay? Everything else is a 2. This is a 2, this is a 2, this is a 2, okay? And again, guys, the more you look at this stuff, the more confident you will get with it. And if you want, you can go into your indicators on TradingView, and you can type in candle type, and it'll be by Crinklebind, okay? That's the one I use. So the 3-1 setup, or the outside bar, inside bar, is a super powerful pattern, okay? I like to play these a lot because they have a lot of conviction in them. Okay, the other thing that we have is the time frame on the week and the day to the downside, okay? So that gives me probability that this thing is going to continue downward, okay? So when we're looking at this, we can take calls at 128.15 or we can take puts at 125.83. If we're looking for targets, our targets are the preceding wick, okay? Bottom or the top, depending on which way we go. I'm just going to change this to green for you guys, as that's how I label my targets. Yellow are triggers for the week, pink are for the day, pink are for the day, blue are for the month. Okay, and then we can put another target down here if we'd like. Man. There we go. Second target. And if you go to the upside, obviously this is our first target here, and you want to take profits at first target or before, okay? So next up is LCID, that's Lucid. Lucid, again, a 3-1 setup, super powerful pattern. We can take calls at 25.58, puts at 24.73, and you notice the time frame to the upside, okay? So pay attention to that in the morning tomorrow. GME, GameStop. Now, again, you don't see a lot of these. It's a double inside bar, so it's shown consolidation through the past 2 days, okay? So it's not often that we get out two ones in a row, or 2 inside bars, or a 1-1 setup, okay? And we have full time frame right across the board, day, week, month, quarterly, yearly. If you're looking for this indicator, you can type in your indicator tab, time frame continuity, and it's made up by Board Rider B. That's the author. Okay, so on this one, again, we're taking calls at 108.86, puts more probable due to the time frame at 103.48. Okay, that's on GME, that's GameStop. SOFI Technologies, we had a 2 up. Okay, so this is where I was the third candle type. Okay, we have a 2 up, so a 2 candle passes only one side of the previous candle. In this case, we pass to the high side, so we call this a 2 up. The next thing I look for is that it's red, okay? So it's starting to come back down. It's a 2 up, but it's red, starting to come back down. And our time frame is the next thing. Look, time frame fully to the downside. Okay, so our trigger is at the bottom of the candle, the bottom of the wick at 9.64. We can take puts. And I don't take calls on 2 downs that are red, okay? Or not very often anyways. And then this pink line, we've already passed down through the weekly trigger for our swing trades, okay? So the yellow line is your trigger for tomorrow at 9.64. 9.28 is your first target on SoFi. CHWY, that's Chewy. Chewy, again, same play. A 2 up that finished red. Full time frame to the downside. And our target's at 41.23. And look, we can take targets here. Right there at... Man, why isn't this ticking on? 39.35 is your first target, okay? And you can set second targets for yourselves and third targets if you'd like. CHWI Chewy. Next up, DraftKings. Inside bar on DraftKings. Consolidating. And look, full time frame to the downside, okay? So calls, because it can go back to the upside, calls would be at 18.38, puts at 17.46 on DraftKings, okay? That's DKNG. Tattooed Chef, TTCF. So here's an example, guys. Look, we had an outside bar followed by an inside bar, a 3-1 pattern setup. This was our trigger for today, and we hit it, and we hit first targets and not quite second targets. That's why I say make sure you guys are taking profits at your first target, okay? And if you're only having one contract, take your profits 10, 15, 20%, grab them, take them. I had a guy, one of my followers, hit 16% today, and again, I can't judge by a tweet, but he kind of almost felt disappointed like he only had 16%. Guys, 16% a day is 320% a month. Think about that. And that's the problem with options. People want these, they see people tweeting out these 100%, 150% gains. Well, a lot of times those guys take those same plays on a different day and they rebound on them. And they'll go for a loss. So make sure you're taking your profits when you can. Those 16, 20, 25, 30, 10%ers all add up through the course of a month to be bigger gains in total. Compounding, okay? It's a miracle of compounding. So, Tattooed Chef. We had a winner today on Tattooed Chef on this 3-1 setup. Now, we were a 2 up, finished red. I will look for a reversal on this thing. This is a different type of reversal here with an inside bar. I'm not going to get into it with you guys, but not today anyways. But we will look for the reversal on Tattooed Chef, TTCF. Triggers at 12.54. Okay, Lift is the next one, LYFT. Again, same thing, 2 down, red. A little bit of a shooter candle there. It just means that we have this little hockey stick type golf putter pattern to the downside, it's called a shooter. If this was to the high side, it would be called a hammer, okay? But the shooter is a bearish pattern. So again, 2 up that finished red, we'll look for puts at 37.51 on Lyft. Uber, UBER, same scenario, exact same scenario. So puts at 31.21 on Uber. ATVI, same scenario, 2 up finished red, puts at $80.67. BA, Boeing Company, same situation, 2 up to finish red, full time frame to the downside, puts at 177.43. MRVL, that's Marvel, again another 3-1 setup, so this is a big play for tomorrow, guys, on Marvel Technologies, MRVL. So we'll be taking calls at 67.37, puts at 64.94. Now the week, the day, and hopefully the hourly, if we go up, will be green. Obviously, if it goes up, the hourly will be green. But what I was going to say is, if this does go to the downside, I want to show you guys how another way to take your targets, okay? So that's your first target. But to go from 64.94 to 60.79, over $4, it's going to be tough for Marvel to do that. So if we're looking for targets within here, well, how do we find them? Okay, it's simple. We go back to the hourly chart. Okay, and here's our trigger. Here was our first target way down here. But now we have all these other pivots to choose from. Okay, and these pivots represent stop losses for the bulls. Okay, and if our pivots are up here, they're stop losses for the bears. And these are all spots where we will take our targets. Okay, there's another one here. And we can continue to go down another one more, okay? And then we can go back to the daily chart. And there you go. That shows us our targets, okay? So that's on Marvel, MRVL. CL, Colgate, another inside bar, okay? Full time frame to the downside. Calls at 76.62, puts at 75.54 on CL. EW, Edwards Life Sciences, again, another inside bar. We got a ton of them today. Calls at 106.37, puts at 103.23. And guys, when I'm looking for more probability, I don't necessarily need the week to be green, okay? I like to see the daily and obviously the hourly green. The weekly is a bonus, okay? When we're swing trading, I like to see the week, day, and hour green or red together. And then again, as we get further on, the month, the quarterly, and the yearly just become bonuses. Next up is Home Depot. And guys, if you liked the video, just give me a quick thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you have questions, feel free to comment down below, or you can DM me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. Home Depot is next. Again, another inside bar. So calls at, let me just adjust this because it moved. The price moved since I set these. Calls at 322.31, and our puts are a little bit less. Puts at 316.78 on Home Depot. That's HD. KO is Coca-Cola. Again, another inside bar. Calls at 59.85. Puts at 58.66. That's Coca-Cola. LOW is Lowe's Company. 2 up that finished red. So we're only taking puts on this one. And again, this one has moved also since then. Puts we can take at 255.42. We can take him at, okay? I was going to say... Oh, that's what I was going to say. The bid and the ask, okay, guys? When we're looking at the bid and the ask and we're getting into option plays, I personally don't like it when the bid and the ask have a large spread. So let's say your bid is at $1 and the ask is at $1.10. Okay, you're getting into that play at market value. You can try and get in somewhere in between at 105. It's not going to be guaranteed to fill. So if you're getting in at 110, remember, you're already 10% down in that trade. So that's why I like trading really liquid stocks. NEO is one of them. And if you check the video up here, that video will show you how we killed NEO today. 250% plus on our call options on NEO. Okay, but they're liquid. So the bid could be $1, the ask will be $1.01. SPY is very similar. SPY's premiums have been a lot higher recently, but their SPY is the exact same way, and that's the reason I really like to trade both of those daily. Okay, I don't always go over them here with you guys, but they're two stocks that I like to trade on a consistent basis. Lululemon, high premiums, but we have this 2 up that finished red, okay, and full time frame to the downside for Lululemon, LULU. Procter Gamble, ticker symbol PG, again, inside bar, full time frame down, calls at 150.43, puts at 147.81. UPST, that's Upstart, 2 down, finishes red, full time frame down, puts 113.64 on UPST. Then we have Ford, ticker symbol F, 2 up that again finished red, full time frame down, and puts at 16.28 on Ford. This looks like a good play for tomorrow. CVX. So CVX, Chevron has gone on a ridiculously good run with the way things have been going in the economy and the wars. So we can look at this. We had a 2 down, okay, but the 2 down finished green, and we have full time frame to the upside, so we can look for calls on Chevron at 169.84, ticker symbol CVX. BBBY, that's a triple BY, Bed Bath & Beyond. We had a 2 up that finished red. Again, we can look for a reversal on this to come back down, so puts at $22.02 on Bed Bath & Beyond. Antero Resources, that's AR. Again, there's not a lot of these today, but this is a 2 down that finished green. Just the market went boom today, guys. We were pretty much green all over. So we have a 2 down that finished up, full time frame to the upside, so we can look for calls on AR at 26.41. GNOG, that's Golden Nugget Online Gaming, bought by DraftKings. Okay, so they have an inside bar. Whoops, move that. GNOG has a inside bar, so we can take calls at 670, puts at 638, and if you want to, you can probably buy shares in these common shares if you're not comfortable trading trading options. It's a lower price stock for you to do that. That's why I threw these next few on here. Planet Hollywood is the next, or Planet Hollywood. Planet 13 Holdings, it's a Mary Jane superstore. PLNHF, okay, and this is small enough again that you can buy common shares with, and it has also moved since close, or since I went through these last. So we can take calls at 262, puts at 245 on this inside bar. And again, common shares are tough to buy with these if they're going down, because I don't want you guys to short a stock, because you can lose a lot of money doing it that way. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's up to you. Esi Enzyme Energy, this is a Canadian company. Again, a 2 down that finished green off of this inside bar here. This is a 2 down green, full time frame to the upside. Okay, so we can take calls at 301 on ESI. MU, Micron Technology, again, 2 up that finished red. Full time, oh, jeez Louise. Full time frame to the downside, so puts at 77.50 on MU. And let's just go through a few more here. CAT is CAT. CAT had a 2 out, and see, even this one, CAT finished green, so we're going to take this one off the list. Oh, sorry, I'm still on SPY. There we go, CAT. I knew we had a play here. CAT has an inside bar, so calls at 213.60, puts at 207.45. If this does trend up tomorrow, here's our target, and this, obviously this day and the hourly will both be green, and we will have full time frame across the board green. Okay, next up is DWAC. That's the Donald Trump stock. It's Dwac. Okay, we've got an inside bar on DWAC. Time frame on the day, week, month is to the downside, so puts are more probable at 74.78. Calls at $80. Hey, DIS, that's Disney, Walt Disney Company. I really love Disneyland. My kids love Disneyland. If you guys haven't been, you should go. Maybe I shouldn't be saying Disney. I should be saying Wally World. But, yeah, 2 up, finished red, okay? And full time frame to the downside. Puts are probable at 133.38 on Disney. Guys, that's it. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. Make sure you subscribe. And when you do, hit that bell. It'll give you those daily notifications for when I send out all the setups, motivational learning tools that I send out. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.